We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the New York Yankees and the Tampa Bay Rays. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Tyler Glasnow, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good start. And we'll see if that starts in this one today. Stepping up to the plate, Gio Urshela. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Gio Urshela.
First offering on its way. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
First pitch, 7-11.
And now a pitch on the way. And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. Now the pitch. As usual, no surprise, 72 degrees, the game time temperature here inside Tropicana Field. Here it is, the 3-0. Taken strike one on the inside corner.
Finally got one over. Nothing worse than starting the game with a 4-pitch walk.
And he fouls this one off. And he lays off, ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game.
Batting second, the third baseman, Miguel.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. His previous meeting line with Tyler Glasnow. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball 1, no strike.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
The 1-0 home.
Ball, that pitch is out.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Now the 2-0. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Hey, D-Row, James Kingsley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
That's out.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Hit in the air down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-2.
Ball.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2 ball, 2 strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
Urshela at second. And Duhar on at first with nobody out. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Now the payoff pitch home. Liner towards second. And that's in there. Base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
To say this game has not started the way the pitcher wanted it to would be an understatement, to say the least, but he can't worry about the mistakes he made here. He just has to get himself out of it. Easier said than done as the cleanup man steps in next.
First offering on its way. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
That evens it up 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Yes, he can. A swing and a miss, and that's a big out number 1.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed. And what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres as he'll take a look at ball 1. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Squared that one up just a little late. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through. A base hit. 1 run scores. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 2-0 ball game. Oh, and it's off target, and he'll be safe at third.
Hey, one of the things you want to do, Dero, is strike early, and they've done just that with a big hit driving in two.
Yeah, Dan, great to grab an early lead right there, especially when you can throw up a crooked number for your pitcher.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. 0-1 the count. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. And it's 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
has a look. Now the pitch. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can strand these guys out there, that would be pretty huge.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Wow, these guys are really grinding out their at-bats in this one. They're not making any outs easy to get, and that, of course, is having a huge impact on the pitch count.
Boy, not close again. His 3rd walk of the inning as that misses for ball 4.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Digging in now, Luke Voigt. And the Yanks trying to make this first inning even sweeter here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Gone! It's a grand slam. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. Home run number 3 here in the early going. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
That home run is definitely worth giving the show track treatment to. And as we look at it, not only an impressive distance shot, but the 110 miles an hour exit velocity is nothing to scoff at either. That's a big boy home run.
Now here comes the Tampa Bay manager out to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart most likely to a chorus of boos here as he just didn't have it today as he leaves without being able to finish an inning. Trevor Richards comes on to work much earlier than anticipated, obviously, as he'll try and right the ship in the very first inning. To the plate now, Gary Sanchez.
The catcher, Gary.
He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
Here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Richards hails from the Prairie State of Illinois. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. And that misses. 2-1. Now a southpaw up to throw in that Tampa Bay bullpen. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
So here's the veteran Brett Gardner. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Two out, nobody on. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. Now the pitch.
balls, 2 strikes.
And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. So they strike for 6 in the inning as there's the big blow, the grand slam home run. On to the bottom of the first, and it's all New York. 6-0 Yanks. Jordan Montgomery is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Really like this guy. He reminds me a lot of Andy Pettit, left-hander from the University of South Carolina. Not an overpowering fastball, kind of like Andy Pettit. Low to mid-90s fastball, good curveball. His secondary pitches he needs to improve on a little bit, but this guy has a bright future. Quality arm from the left side.
And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, it's been a promising start to the new year as they've taken 3 of the first 4 contests.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip to start to it. They're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound baseball from offense to defense, pitching. It's all coming together for this group.
Now the pitch. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. 2-2.
I got the count. 2-2.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Spoils another one, and this is exactly what you're looking for out of your leadoff hitter. Another full count pitch home. Is swung on and missed, strike 3.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
At the plate, Jose Martinez. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. Martinez, once a member of the Cardinals organization, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
At the plate now, Austin Meadows. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive.
That's
2-0 now.
2-0.
2-1 to count. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Ready now, Gio Urshela. He reached on a walk in his last time up and later came around to score.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Two balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man. Popped up. Low, moving to his left, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Up next for the Yankees, the third baseman, Miguel Andujar.
So stepping in, Miguel Andujar. He worked a walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game. Here it comes.
Ball one.
Hit back up the middle. Adames picks it up. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in DJ LeMahieu. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Cut fastball in there for a called strike.
0-1's the count.
He's had some success so far, but he's going to need to continue to throw strikes early on in the zone because the more they see this guy, sooner or later they're going to figure him out.
1-1 the count now. Here's the pitch. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. And here's a fastball taken too low, and he works the count to 3-1.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Aaron Judge. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
First pitch on its way. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Stepping in now, Torres, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. From the stretch. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Wendell makes the catch to end the inning. The Yanks strand a pair, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. So now it'll be the four-hole hitter, Hunter Renfroe. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
In there, strike one.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And right into the shift, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Full count now, 3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
A bouncer to the left side. A barehanded play by LeMahieu. It's in time. And what a vital play there, preventing the leadoff man from getting aboard.
The first baseman, G-Man Choi.
G-Man Choi the next to hit. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
0-1.
And right into the shift. This will get foul for strike 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Now here's the pitch. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Into the box now, Willie Adames. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Montgomery stands 6'6" and throws from the left side. He was a 4th-round selection during the 2014 draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. Just hung in there on that one.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch, wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
The next 1-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Rays. They still find themselves down 6-0. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the 3rd. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Yankees.
So striding forward now, Giancarlo Stanton, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. Here comes the first pitch.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
And he misses with it, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Meadows has it, and there's one away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Luke Voigt.
Now at the plate, Luke Voigt. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Hey. 0-1's the count.
And the pitch.
Ball 1.
1 out, nobody on. 2 balls and a strike to the Yankees first baseman.
Open your eyes.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Meadows is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Now batting, catcher, Gary Sanchez.
Stepping in, Gary Sanchez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on in the dirt. Strike 3. Perez has it, and the throw to first ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They lead it 6-0. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Brandon Lowe. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so
Number 8.
far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch coming. Here it is. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. Well hit, but right into the teeth of the shift. And the Rays are in the hit column.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan. They don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can right into the shift and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, Dero, when you've come up all the way through high school, little league, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to pulling the ball. That's the type of hitter you are. Some of these hitters are going to have to try to make some changes with these exaggerated shifts.
From the stretch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
The 1-0 home.
Ball 2. Ball 3.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
From the belt, the pitch. And this one catches the inside corner for strike one. The 3-1. And he will take ball four. First and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Standing in, Michael Perez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the belt, kicks and deals. Low for ball one. Perez, a 27-year-old. He was a fifth-round pick back in 2011.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
And that catches the outside corner. It's 2-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. LeMahieu for one. To Voit in time for the double play.
Now batting, the third baseman, Joey Wendell.
So base is empty now after the double play, and set to go as the third baseman, Joey Wendell. First pitch on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
One pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay back. I have to take pull side out of the equation, or that changeup's going to beat me.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 outs here with a runner at third.
Here we go, Bird. Here we go.
Fouled off. The 1-2 is a low changeup that's laid off. Here now the 2-2. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield. Andujar is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. 1 left for Tampa. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Here's Brett Gardner now as we begin the top of the fourth.
The center fielder, number 11, Brett Gardner.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's taken for strike one.
0-1's the count.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Good waste pitch, 1-2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
The 1-2.
Ball, that's inside.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd, with a strikeout, and there's 1 away. So his day is fully over as you get a look at the pitching line for the Rays starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Hey, this certainly wasn't the outing he was looking for when he left the bullpen while warming up. Too many pitches over the heart of the plate. 4 home runs. That's right. 4 home runs he allowed in this one.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a ball lifted into straightaway center. Kiermaier is there, 2 gone.
Now batting, the third baseman, Miguel Andujar.
Ready for another shot now, Miguel Andujar. First delivery to him on the way. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Choi gathers it in, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. To the plate now is the designated hitter,
And
Jose
leading off for the
Martinez.
Rays,
He's set to lead us off
the
in the home
designated
half of the
hitter,
4th inning.
Jose Martinez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Here we go. 1-0.
The 1-0.
Nope. That's inside.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Outside, 3-0 now. Now the pitch. A rare 3-0 curveball drops in, 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Here's a bouncing ball headed to LeMahieu at second, and that's the first out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
1 out here in the Tampa Bay 4th, and Austin Meadows will be the next to bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes.
The count is 1-2.
Not what he wanted to do there with the slider as it misses well above the zone. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Popped him up. Andujar shading to his right. 2 down.
Up Next for
I'm
Tampa
sure
Bay.
his eyes lit up
No
when he
left
saw
fielder.
that curveball
Hunter.
hanging in the zone, but maybe he tried to do too
Renfroe.
much with it because basically he hit it straight up. No doubt he wants that pitch back, and the pitcher, he just dodged a bullet.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Hunter Renfroe. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Smoke toward third. Throw on to Voigt takes care of him, and the inning is over. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. They still find themselves down 6-0. And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the
Leading
box.
off for the Yankees, the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope.
A ball and no strikes.
Count 1-0. Ball.
Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
No strike.
Aaron Judge waits on deck.
Hey.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Into the box now, Aaron Judge. He singled his last time up. He's set. Here it comes. Six runs, only 4 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Now a big swing, and this ball is crushed out to deep center field. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. All rise, Aaron Judge. A 2-run shot. Home run number 3 here in the early going as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Up next for the Yankees,
Into the
designated
box, Torres.
Labor.
As he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
Ball, that's out.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Now the 2-1. Grounded sharply, but right at that loaded side of the infield. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Giancarlo Stanton now.
He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play.
He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Hit hard up the middle.
Adames scoops it up.
Step on the bag for one. On to first, and they get them both.
Good pitch on the ground ball there, and an even better job up the middle to take it himself, and turn two. Pretty smooth.
So digging in now, Luke Voigt. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And right into the shift. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Heading out towards shallow right. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Maybe a rug burner too after that one as we get another look at it here. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. We're back at Tropicana Field, and let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. A lot of their outs have come from weak contact and strikeouts as a result of chasing pitches outside the strike zone. He said it's going to be extremely important for them going forward to be more selective with their swings and force the opposition to throw more strikes.
Thank you, Heidi.
And leading off.
Settling in now, Ji-Man Choi as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Judge is on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, shortstop, Willie Adames.
At the plate, Willie Adames. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Now the pitch. No balls and 1 strike. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Good idea with the change, but it's 2-1. Line towards center field. Gardner is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Digging in, Brandon Lowe. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. they've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
He pulls this one into right, and that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. He drew a base on balls his first time up. From the stretch.
0-1's the count.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
I got a ball, 1
And this
strike.
misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around him is there if they want to go that route.
2 out here and a runner at second. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. From the belt, the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up. And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. All set for the start of the inning. In now, Gary Sanchez. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one, but that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. Well, definitely a fastball swing there, but a good time for the changeup. It's full 3-2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
So it's a backwards K on the changeup that time. Gary Sanchez becomes the first out of the inning. To the plate now, Brett Gardner. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. The 1-1.
That's a ball. I got 2-1 the count.
And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
The 3-2 pitch. Smoked on the ground left side. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now.
Urshela.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Gio Urshela. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one.
Well, this has been a lot of pitches for him out of the bullpen. As you can see there, they're asking a lot of him in this one. So I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a day off or two after this one.
Hit hard back up the middle. And there's his first base hit in this one.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in,
Now back.
kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
And that'll bring up Miguel Andujar as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Nope,
1-1.
that's the ball.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
No, that's
3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Changed up on him, and he gets the inside corner for strike 2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and that'll get down for a base hit. And they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right. So despite the runner moving on the pitch, it'll wind up first and second here.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Ready with the 0-1.
inside, ball one.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that'll drop into no man's land out there for a base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second, make it 9-0.
Hey, D-Row, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing him softly, station to station with those knocks.
Brendan McKay gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Aaron Judge will be the first one to greet him now, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and 2 out in the inning.
Hey, and in that last at bat, he took this one to straightaway center field, the deepest part of the ballpark. So this guy can hit a breaking ball a long way.
First pitch of the at bat on its way.
Ball one.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Ground ball foul down the left side. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Tries to go the other way as this is hit in the air down the right field line. And the run is in to score from third.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his third run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup. And that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
So now to the plate, Torres. No balls and a strike to count. Looking to minimize the damage here. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Boy, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits, no errors and a couple of men left on. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Yankees 10, the Rays nothing. At the plate, Michael Perez. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First delivery to him on the way. Called strike at the letters, 0-1. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strike out there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Joey Wendell digs in now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now the 1-0. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Two and 1 to the Rays leadoff batter. 1 out, nobody on. Down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
Hey, that's a nice job by the batter right there. Left-handed batter going down the third base line. You don't see that happen too often. A lot of things have to go right. And with the third baseman playing off the line, oof, that's a nice job of hitting right there.
At the plate, Jose Martinez as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Oh, 2 the count to Jose Martinez. And it looks like the Yankees will have a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. And it's fouled away. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him. The 1-2. Swing, and he pops him up. In there, a base hit.
Now batting, the right fielder, Austin Meadows.
At the plate now, Austin Meadows, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. No hits to this point. Comes set with the 0-1. Breaking ball called just a bit low. First and second now, one man out. Off the outside that time, as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat, as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Stanton is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 11, Hunter Renfroe.
Digging in to try it again, Hunter Renfroe. Couple of ground outs on his batting line in 2 trips so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
2 down, runners at first and second.
Let's go. Wait for the pitch.
2 balls and no strikes to the Rays left fielder.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
On a line, that's a base hit. And this will get on out to the 370 sign now. He's in at second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score. Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up. Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So his final ledger will show just 5 2/3 innings of work, but he did what he needed to do in this one. Jay Happ will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Jay Happ.
Into the box now, Ji-Man Choi, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. On the move is Stanton. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. The tag, and he's out going for second. That ends the inning, but 2 runs do count on the play. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and no one left. We're through 6 full. It's the Yankees 10 and the Rays 3. Stepping in now, Giancarlo Stanton, as he rips it on the ground to second. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
In now, Luke Voigt. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here's the 1-0. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play.
Now batting, the catcher, Gary.
Stepping into the box, Gary Sanchez. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. And he lays off for ball 1.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
A bouncer up the middle. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
You can see that this wasn't that difficult to play as it headed up the middle, but it might have taken a funny hop there, and he couldn't make the play on it.
Runner at first following the error. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Brett Gardner. He's set, and the pitch.
That's a ball. Count 1-0.
2 out with the man at first. Pulled high in the air out to right field. And Meadows makes the catch for route number 3. Yanks leave 1. They still lead by 7. It's 10-3. Striding in, Willie Adames. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And that one misses upstairs, 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. Now the pitch. That one's in there, 3-1.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
And he somehow gets that one by him, 3-2 now.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Count still full, 3-2. And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
The batter, number 8.
Digging in and looking for more, Brandon Lowe. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
One 0 count. Here it is.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
The 2-0 on the way. A swing and a miss, strike one.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
And a swing and a miss, as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in, jam, sandwich.
Has a look, now the pitch. Oh, and this deflects right off him. Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all.
Now batting, center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Now at the plate, Kevin Kiermaier. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Ball one. Runner at first here, one man out. Swing and a miss for strike one. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike two. Fouled away. A full count to the Rays center fielder.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball four anyways.
Now the payoff pitch home. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Gardner. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
Now batting, number 7.
At the plate, Michael Perez. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch on its way. Popped him up. Andujar ranging into the outfield. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Rays strand just the one. They'll need to do better than that. It's 10-3. That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up.
Gio Urshela.
First delivery to him on the way. Now a ground ball and a chance for Adames at short. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, third baseman, Miguel Andujar.
Coming to the plate now, Miguel Andujar. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. First pitch of the at-bat.
1-0.
The 1-0. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. A 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
2 strikes.
Bases are empty, one man out. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2.
I got the count. 2-2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Now here's the pitch. Line towards center field. So he'll add one to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Hey, not a bad way to start the nightcap. 3 at-bats, 3 base hits, D-Row.
Yeah, the pressure falls off you after you go 1 for 1. 2 for 2, all smiles. 3 for 3, get the party started.
And that'll bring up Aaron Judge as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Here's the 0-1. Liner into right center. That's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, talk about having a day, D-Row. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
Oliver Drake enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Into the box, Torres, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ball game. The 1-0 delivery. Drake, 33 years old. He was taken in the very late rounds during the 2008 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The 1-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Yanks strand a pair. They still lead by 7. It's 10-3. Bottom of the inning now, so Tampa's batting order turns over and set to go. Joey Wendell, he scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. That's wide. 2-0. And now a pitch on the way.
Hey. The count is 2-1.
This is on the ground over to first. Reined in. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jose Martinez.
Striding forward now is the DH, Jose Martinez. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Hey.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit softly on the ground to third. Andujar's got it. On to first, and Happ's rolling now. 2 away.
The batter, the right fielder, Austin Meadows.
Coming to the plate now, Austin Meadows. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
In there, 1-1.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gardner is there, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Rays. They'll need to do better than that. It's 10-3. Nick Anderson
enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him a chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Into the corner and slicing foul. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And a good hard slider as this one swung on and missed for the first out here in the ninth.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
To the plate now, Luke Voigt, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 0-1 on its way. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
We're going to see him throw that hard fastball early and often.
1 out, nobody on. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
At the plate now, Gary Sanchez, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. The 1-0 home is a sinker that misses for a ball.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
3-0 as that misses up and in.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
The 3-0 pitch, and that one got a piece of him.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
Now at the plate, Brett Gardner. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hip. Your first move is to bail a little bit, kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
And that misses 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike. Nope.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
3-1 now to Brett Gardner.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate right here.
Hit well on the ground to first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. One left for the Yankees. They still lead by 7. It's 10-3. Now in the box, Hunter Renfroe starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First delivery to him on the way. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. The 1-1. Skied into straightaway right. Judge is on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman, G-Man Choi.
Digging in once again, G-Man Choi. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. That misses. 2-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Lays off, and it's 3-0. Now here it comes. Fastball too low, and that's ball 4.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Willie Adames.
Stepping up now, Willie Adames. It was a walk in his last trip. From the stretch. Lays off 1-0.
Count 1-0.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at, but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage. 2-0.
Runners on first with 1 down. Line to the right side. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
Zach Britton enters from the bullpen, hoping to get the final 2 outs and put this one into the win column.
Zach Britton.
At the plate, Brandon Lowe. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he lays off again. Ball 3. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Now batting, center fielder, Kevin.
So here's Kevin Kiermaier. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope, that's the ball.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
Count 1-0.
Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Judge looks up, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. First home run of the campaign for him. And just like that, it's down to a 3-run ball game.
And that is why you just can't put yourself in a bases-loaded situation. You've got nowhere to put the hitter, and he knows it. So he sets up, waiting to pounce, and that's exactly what he does. Jumping all over this thing for a grand slam.
Number 7.
Standing in now, Michael Perez, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
2-0.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the ninth is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Aroldis Chapman takes over on the mound now as he'll try to get the final out of the ball game here and pick up a save. In now, Joey Wendell. As he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. A ball and a strike.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And he will make the catch with ease, and the Yankees have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over. And this one concludes at a 10-7 score. New York jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Jordan Montgomery gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Tyler Glasnow permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody. Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, just a great all-around performance from him at the plate, as the stats indicate. Ended up with 4 hits, including a home run, so there's no doubt he was instrumental in leading these guys to the victory.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees, 10 runs, 13 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Rays, 7 runs, 8 hits. 1 error. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 18 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.